Soldiers, welcome to the Military Weapon Conference. Today's topic is the new assault rifle FR556. It was added in January 2021 as part of the Season 1, New Order update. In Call of Duty Mobile, the gun's fire mode is fully automatic instead of 3-round burst fire, like in other Call of Duty games. So is this new weapon any good? Let's find out. The FR556 is a brand new assault rifle that you can unlock at Tier 21 of the free Battle Pass in New Season 1. It deals rather high damage when hitting the chest, but the gun will suffer from damage penalties upon hitting the belly and especially legs. However, the gun does not suffer from damage drop until past 25 meters, making it extremely effective at mid-range fights. The gun does have a lot of recoil, which kicks mainly upwards. However, bear in mind that it also has very unpredictable horizontal recoil, which might cause problems fighting at longer ranges. How's this new weapon perform among all assault rifles? Is it a top-tier weapon that we should use? Well, let me show you the weapon stats first. FR556 has high damage, fast fire rate, and moderate accuracy. It's best to use in close to medium range combat. By default, it has 30 bullets in the magazine with a fire rate of 674 rounds per minute. This is above the average of assault rifles. The reload time is 2.1 seconds, which is faster than most assault rifles. And ADS speed is 268 milliseconds, which is also above the average. The drop time is around 167 milliseconds, and the raise time is around 500 milliseconds, which is about the average. Drop time is calculated when switching the weapon to another weapon. Raise time is calculated when switching it back. Basically, they indicate how long it takes to switch the weapon. The base weapon stats of FR556 seem to be quite impressive, in terms of weapon speed. Now let's take a look at the damage and range of this weapon, to see how it performs in terms of time to kill. FR556 is a fast weapon similar to an SMG, but with better range and accuracy. It has a unique damage range profile, where it only has 1 damage drop in the mid-range. It deals 25 damage up to 26 meters, and 19 damage beyond that. The weapon has 3 body multipliers just like the DRH. Basically, if the bullet hits the head and chest, it deals 1.2 times normal damage. If the bullet hits the body and belly, it deals normal damage. And if the bullet hits the leg, it deals 0.9 times normal damage. As a result, the time to kill figures is really impressive in close to mid-range. In long range it's not efficient like most assault rifles. FR556 deals decent damage in close to mid-range. It can 4 shots to kill the enemy up to 26 meters. This makes the weapon really powerful in MP, as most of the time, it can shred the enemy in close to mid-range. However, the damage drops significantly in the longer range. It needs 5 to 6 shots to kill the enemy depending on where the bullets land. To rank this weapon, it has decent damage in all ranges, very good accuracy, especially for the first few shots, and excellent mobility, in terms of weapon speed. So you can see, the main strength of FR556 is not the longer range fight, rather the close to mid-range gunfights. Now, let me show you the best loadout of FR556 for both MP and BR. In MP games, most fights are in close to mid-range. This is the range where FR556 has the advantage. To enhance its ability in close-range combat, we will focus on improving hip-fire accuracy and ADS speed of the weapon. To achieve this, we choose MIP Light Flash Guard for its hip fire, and the short barrel for its ADS speed improvement. Then we use YKM Light Stock to boost the AD speed even further. Next, we apply the granulated grip tape to remedy the loss of weapon accuracy. To finish up the build, the MIP laser is chosen as the last attachment. It not only improves hip fire accuracy, but also decreases the sprint to fire delay. This is extremely useful in close-range combat in MP. Here goes our MP build. Let's see how it performs against the default FR556. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. The default ADS speed is 16 frames, which is 267 milliseconds. With this MP build, the ADS speed is 3 frames faster than the default, which gives us a huge advantage in the fast-paced game. Okay, before we going forward, let's take a break here. Please do consider subscribing to this channel with the notification on. I post epic gameplay videos, tips and tricks videos, and gunsmith videos every 2 days. Now let's move on. Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. Since this build is focused on hip fire and ADS speed, we don't see much improvement in terms of weapon accuracy. The recoil patterns are almost identical here. Last but not least, let's have a look at hip fire improvement. As you can see, there is a huge improvement in hip fire accuracy. With this MP build, you can easily melt your enemy in close range using hip fire. To sum up, this MP build provides good hip-fire accuracy and quick ADS speed. In close range, try to confront the enemies with hip-fire. It really shines in mid-range, from 15 to 26 meters, where the weapon TTK is at the top level. Now let's move on to the BR build. For BR games, as most of the fights are at range, we will maximize the damage range to make the weapon more practical in BR. Although the default FR556 isn't designed for long-range fight, with the help of the monolithic suppressor and the Ranger barrel, it can improve damage range by 45%. Makes it dealing constant high damage at any range. The result of the range increase is significant. It increases 4 shots to kill range from 26 meters to 38 meters. Which turns the FR556 into a viable weapon in range fight in BR game. Next, we choose the steady stock to improve weapon accuracy and flinch stability. Apart from the weapon damage, the ADS accuracy is the most important value for BR games. This is extremely important in a range fight, so we choose the granulated grip tap and the tactical laser to boost weapon accuracy to the max level. Since the weapon accuracy is high enough, you can replace the granulated grip tap with a mag, or an optic, depending on your personal preference. This is our BR build. Let's see how it performs against the default FR556. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. We sacrifice mobility for a longer range, so ADS speed is 3 frames slower than the default, which is as expected. It's a bit slower in close range fight, but not a big issue in mid to long range though. Soldiers, it's time to get your shit together, and start training. Click the link in description to join our battlefield in Discord. Let's grow together. We give away free CP on daily basis. We also host tournaments with real prize. Make sure you don't miss it. Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. As you can see, the bullet spread accuracy is crazy good with this BR build. This can help us to melt our enemies in a longer range. However, we notice some horizontal recoil with this weapon, which might cause some trouble for aiming in the longer range. Last but not least, let's check the damage range improvement. On the left side is the default FR556, on the right side is the BR range build. At 30 plus meters, the default damage drops to 6 shots to kill, whereas the damage of this BR build still remains as 4 shots to kill. With this BR build, it can deal 30 damage to the upper body up to 38 meters, which is good enough in BR games. To sum up, this is a max range build with insanely good weapon accuracy, specially designed for BR. It provides good accuracy, easy to control recoil, and constant high damage at a longer range. Overall, the FR556 is definitely the meta in this game, one of the best assault rifles in BR. It's a good assault rifle in close range, and works really well in mid to long range combat as well. Soldiers, our session ends here today. Hope you enjoy the weapon discussion and different loadouts that I presented in this video, and if you did, please do leave a like, and comments below. Subscribe with notification on, so you won't miss out on my future tips and tricks videos. Share this video for supporting this channel, and for appreciating my hard work. I will see you again in our next mission. Until then, stay safe, peace out.